So I'm back up here at the Delhi McDonald's where they have construction going on, and it looks like a sheriff's employee that's keeping the safety. I met him earlier, asked him for his name. I was nice and everything, and I thought he's rude to me. I had to press him before he actually did give me a name. McDuffie said he worked for Cincinnati PD. Say he's not a Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy, although dispatch told me they thought he was a deputy. He looks like he's got on deputy clothing and in a deputy or a sheriff's car, so we're going to get to the truth of it. We're waiting for a call back from the current road patrol, the boss of the lady I spoke with, whoever that is. Now we're going to have things documented on unedited audio video recording instead of whatever he says or whatever I say, because the truth matters. Ultimately, we're after the truth. And sometimes you get in entanglements, and sometimes you don't have the right truth, and sometimes they don't have the truth. You think it's the truth, but it's not. Ultimately, we want the truth. So we're going to document this whole scene, because we're not just here for this guy. We're here for anything news reporting. Like, and we'll see what happens there. How you doing, sir? Good to see you again. The other thing that happened that made me a little suspicious of this guy is, while I was up here and I said I was going to try and get a hold of the supervisor, he told me, well, he basically rolled up his window on me, which was rude, and then he called someone, which I assume was calling someone on me. But when I first approached him, he was on the phone. I don't know if when they're on these duties, if they're legally allowed to be on the phone, or from a policy perspective allowed to be on the phone. But you can tell with the camera out, he's 100% nice to me there. He's smiling. He waved to me. He was nice there. These Bolins, I don't know who this is or what they're all about, but they're pretty big, I think. I think these are the folks that did the telephone pole across the street not long ago, and it was a monster, because you can see from here it had so many wires connected to it. Looks like they're doing a telephone pole assignment here again today, and we're going to get to the other side and get a better view of operations and stuff. I never did post that other video because I thought it was kind of boring, and also, frankly, I got so much other content to post. But this doesn't look too exciting. The other one I thought wasn't too exciting either, and the other one was more exciting than this because I should post it. The way they had to take it down and how they got close to running into the wires again in a way they shouldn't and stuff. It's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, I think they had about maybe 3 times the number of trucks that day. Maybe 8 trucks or so. Maybe 9. Yeah, they had a ton of trucks. About 4 on the street, 5 in the parking lot. It's beast. Beast. Hey, you know anything about this that you can share with me? No? Looks like they took a telephone pole down or put one up or something. Not a linesman? Okay. Did you play football?
Yep.
Can I ask what position? What position?
Linebacker.
Linebacker? Is that defense?
Yep.
All right, middle linebacker?
Yep.
That makes me think that you're smart. Well, kudos to you. That's a good position. You ever wish you could play again? No. And anybody you can vicariously live through? Maybe a pro or something? Like, yeah, I was like that back in the day.
Nope. Too old.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm retired myself.
Oh, yeah?
Unofficially.
Yeah.
I don't think it's another word for unemployment, but some people might say it is. So what's your job here? Keep the safety?
Protect these guys.
Protect them?
Traffic on.
Okay. I hear that's a real issue, like especially on highways and stuff, that I guess you get hit up by a car at any decent speed, it's a real issue. Well, appreciate you keeping them safe.
Yep.
Myself, I get scared of heights. I could get up where he is right now. Once that thing started lifting, I feel a little secure being in a bucket like that. But any leaning over, that'd scare me. That'd be a little scary to me. We used to go rock climbing, cliff climbing down at Red River Gorge, and I'd have some friends that did some crazy things. Not just crazy for me, but crazy for everyone. And we once climbed up a mountain. I thought they were gonna have to call rescue helicopter to get me down. I said a mountain, really it was more of a cliff, and it was crazy. Stupid stuff, but good memories. You can tell who's in charge here, right? Anybody want to take a guess who's in charge here? Is it the sheriff? Car guy? The woman? The guys with the hard hats? The citizen? No. The one in charge is a vehicle that says commander on it. If you're the commander, you're in charge here. From what I hear though, these guys and gals operating these vehicles, operating heavy machinery, make pretty darn good money. Seems like it would be fun at first, but that by the end of the day, they get pretty monotonous, I would think. Just like any job. How you doing? I don't know if I know that guy or not. I don't think I know him, but I guess he might recognize what I'm doing and appreciates it. He gave me a big smile and a good wave. So yeah, the telephone poles that they did, that I saw before, it had all the wires going up on it and stuff. This looks like it might be a little bit more simple. But yeah, it's crazy. It's interesting how they did it. And it does take multiple vehicles. It looks like they're getting ready to put this bad boy in. I think it's going to be smooth operations. Haven't seen this again. But while we're here, I think what I'm going to do, I have brought some protest signs with me because I was going to do some protesting against the Epstein stuff and some protesting for our First Amendment rights. But I think instead, let's go down and take a look at the new Seton building that's going up over here. Not sure what's the best way for me to get across. Legally. I can't tell if that crosswalk's closed off or not. Can I just run across here real quick? Thank you, sir. Thank you. So I'm gonna try and get out of the way. I'm gonna let all them go by. I wanna get over on that side of the road. I can do it down here. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna check out this new Seton building establishment. And see how that construction's coming along. I'll be able to get some good views of it because I'm now allowed on the township property, but I won't be allowed on their property. The whatever that Seton property is. Looks like I can get across this way, and it's a walk, so I'm going to take advantage of that and walk across in a jog mode. And I think this right here is a public street. They might have rezoned some of this because where they're doing construction to get there, I think that was public street too. Very little slim piece of it. Maybe it is still. It basically went to where that car, the back of that car is parked. But they have it all gated off pretty much now. And get to see some more heavy equipment going on over here. Looks like they might be pouring some concrete today. I imagine they're pouring concrete a lot of days. So just showing from two ways. There were no signs not letting me where I was. Yep, so after 4 meetings of transparency, solutions, and whatever the third thing was, truth, they finally lifted all restrictions against me. And so this is a Seton building from memory, and I didn't read this in detail, but I believe this is going to be a multi-athletic complex. Multi-athletic complex, if I remember correctly. It's big, especially for Delhi. This whole area here, if you're for big stuff, more traffic, more events, more activities, more housing options, more, then, you know, this direction Delhi's gone, and it's probably good for you. If you're for small government, conservatism, not big into progress and a bunch of new stuff, you're not into government growing at doubling basically their assets in a short period of time, then this would not be favorable to you. Now, this apartment complex, I believe, is in contract with Delhi Township to keep this type of stuff cleaned up. We're going to go to another area and take a look at it. So just showing what look at that wall they built. Wow, that huge drain. Looks like they got a few drains that are going to drain into here, including, I believe, swimming pool water they're putting into the ground. Now, chlorine will dissolve pretty quickly. That's probably going to put a lot of calcium, magnesium, and by a lot, I mean relative to, well, probably dump 200 parts per million, I would guess, of calcium, magnesium put together. Yep, so that's a big building. That's a big building. That reminds me, it's as big. Well, it's a big building. I'd say it's easily as big, maybe bigger than Delhi Junior High. Definitely, I'd say definitely bigger than Delhi Junior. Well, yeah, that'd be the building that I can think of off the top of my head that I compare it to size-wise. It's nice. They're using, where there is stone, looks like they're using a similar stone to this, kind of that grayish stuff, which kind of will give it, in my mind anyway, some association to this over here. Kind of blends, not as the same entity or anything like that, but this area, it's almost like it's a building standard. But yeah, it looks good. Looks good. I haven't walked up here for a while, so I'll probably walk down, take a look at the building, and yeah, we'll come around, look at the hot spot for poop that they didn't seem to be fulfilling their contract, the apartment building, or see if it's still a problem, because this will be the third time I will have caught them not cleaning up the poop in a timely manner. Last time is on the sidewalk and all that stuff. So I wonder if at some point this whole thing fills up with water. Kind of be pretty, like a second pond in Delhi. Otherwise a mosquito magnet and possibly snake and other stuff. Wonder how these folks feel about all this construction. That house right there, it went from total privacy, I think, well, from heavy privacy to now heavily exposed. As did kind of that whole neighborhood area. So this is the Delhi Town Center over here. This is the athletic club side of it. Just gonna go for a walk down there. I'm gonna cut across, go back up to near where my car is. We'll go over here and see if we can get another view of that from this side. Got the trees and stuff. Okay, so I'm in essence stopping news reporting, but I'm gonna keep recording. The reason I record is because, in my opinion, in my experience, in my recollection, government employees and their close friends, business partners, associates, things like that, like this athletic club, they will lie about you on serious stuff. They will say you threatened someone and say they have video evidence of it, and then when they play the video evidence, they say, oh, it's not that bad. And the police officer will say, you know, in essence, it's a nothing burger. And meanwhile, luckily they had video evidence of their own mistruth, or could be in serious trouble. Even if you're innocent, just to defend it, it's serious stuff. So, how you doing? Good, good. Looks like they're still working on this after a year of construction. No, after a year and a half plus of construction. It doesn't look like they've really made progress up there. Look, it's all waste of money. That's what I see. We got this big new building for what? In essence, an abandoned, that is in essence abandoned, or 0% utilization. And that's how we get into the rental business.